I'm hoping it tastes better than it looks. That's so bad. Hello!
Welcome to
Iceland!
Right now we're in Reykjavik. We just arrived here because we're going to shoot something incredibly special to do with the Northern Lights. You're going to have to watch out for that one. But we want to take you on our journey to get here. We flew Icelandair. Liam, how did you fly?
I flew in economy class today. Nikki, what about you?
I experienced Saga business class on Icelandair on the Boeing 737 MAX 8. So come on this journey with us.
Let's do it.
We are back, Heathrow Terminal 2, today flying Icelandair. I'm actually really excited for this. Icelandair, never flown before, Saga class, business class. Now, I haven't heard amazing things about it. The product isn't that exciting. I am looking forward to checking out a new airline. It's a brand new one for me, so this is going to be cool. We're going to go to the check-in area now. I think it has a separate business class check-in area. The flight looks quite quiet, so I'm not expecting big queues, but really looking forward to see what this whole experience is going to be like.
So here I am in Heathrow Terminal 2. This is my first trip of 2022, so I'm very excited today. I've also never flown with Icelandair before or been to Iceland, so it's a day of firsts for me. Let me go and check in.
Thank you. Well, check-in complete. I had to wait for one person in front of me, but actually that process was super easy, super smooth. It took 2 minutes to check in, and the agents were absolutely lovely. She said the flight's actually quite quiet, but really impressed so far. Security was an absolute breeze. You actually get fast-track security with Saga class, but because it was so empty, I just went in the normal security. There was nobody there, but on a busy day, fast-track security may have helped. And now I've just entered the gorgeous, airy, lovely Terminal 2 departure hall, where actually it's really foggy out there. It looks misty. Wow.
That was one of the speediest security and check-in processes I've had at Heathrow. I must have got through in less than 5 minutes, which is, you know, always what you want. I'm going to go and find myself a coffee.
So, Saga class gets you access into the Aer Lingus business class lounge, which is just over here. I've actually been there before. It's a nice little lounge. Hiya, how are you? Thanks so much. Well, here we are in the rather lovely Aer Lingus business class lounge, which is where Saga class customers for Icelandair get to hang out. And it's actually so nice. It's really quiet in here, and there's lots of different seating areas. There's different relaxing seating. There's more formal seating if you want to do some work. Lots of plug points everywhere, and there's food and drink available, and that's by QR code, so I'm going to give that a go now.
Those of you who watched our Gulf Air 2 cabin review will know that when I tried to go there last time, it took a very long time and I didn't even get my coffee delivered before I had to go. So we'll not be making that mistake again. Can I just get a cappuccino, please? Thank you very much. There you go, good old trusty Leon. You know, it's probably not going to win awards as the best coffee in the airport, but it's reliable, it does the job, and at least it actually came this time.
So there's not the biggest selection of food and drink, but there is some hot soup of the day. I've ordered some bread rolls with that, and the cappuccino. Did get a slice of cake as well, carrot cake, one of my favourites. I hope that's decent. Okay, first up we've got the soup. It smells like tomato soup. It's got bits in it. The bowl is absolutely boiling and the soup is not that warm. It's a little bit disappointing. I did get a giant slice of carrot cake though. Threw my fork across the room, so can't use that, but I'll give it a little slice up. Still waiting for my cappuccino, mind. Alright, I'll give them the cake. This is actually quite delicious. I don't know how to... Should we... I'm just going to shovel it in. Don't tell my mum about this. No manners. Overall, a comfortable, nice place to relax. Food, very unimpressive.
Now, an interesting fact about Icelandair is that it doesn't actually belong to an airline alliance. However, you can still earn miles through its Saga Club frequent flyer program, and it also partners with JetBlue and Alaska Airlines. However, this does mean there'll be no Avios earning for me today.
Well, Aer Lingus Lounge, a little bit disappointing. Didn't ever get my cappuccino and now I'm in a bloody rush. Gate A18 is very close. I think it's right at the bottom here. I mean, I can see A17, so there's nothing to be too worried about, I don't think. So actually, do you know what I've just realised? Never flown on a 737 MAX. Well, I'm on the escalators and look where I found Mr. Economy Spencer. How's it going for you?
The economy's been pretty good so far. Heathrow's been pretty relaxed, quiet. It was really sunny earlier and nice and airy and bright. So now I've had a coffee, I've had a nice relaxing time. What about you? How was the Aer Lingus Lounge?
The Aer Lingus Lounge, as we would say, it's been a bit rubbish.
Why is that?
I think we're going the right way.
That's a good start. It's fine.
No, I think it wasn't that great. Didn't get any food really. I got a bit of soup and my coffee never came. They better feed me well on here or I'm in trouble.
I hope they do. Fingers crossed.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you very much.
So welcome on board the Icelandair Saga class, business class cabin on the Boeing 737 MAX 8. And first impressions are it's really comfortable, really clean and nice. It's a new plane. This isn't the kind of long-haul business class with lie-flat seats like you might expect on some long-haul airlines. This is more like that US domestic first class, a big comfy armchair. It's only a 3-hour flight, actually going to be probably more like 2.5 hours, so more than comfortable for this. But let's see what features it has. First up is nice big armrests and a big comfy seat and a big head area. This is very adjustable. Bring the wings in. If you want to have a little rest, you can rest your head on here. Inside the arm, you've got your tray table. This is nice and big and sturdy. Good for food, maybe a bit wobbly for a laptop for working, but we'll have to see. In terms of adjustment, it's just one button here. Press this and the seat reclines. It's just the back of the seat that goes back. No footrest unfortunately, but in the recline position this is pretty comfortable. So in front of me I have a screen, pretty decent size. We'll check out the entertainment on there soon, and a coat hook in case you want to hang the coat up. Here's the button to recline the seat, and the most itty bitty little control panel here. It's very chic. This seems very Icelandic, I think. If you want to play games on here and control the screen with this. This little area on the side is for you to keep your drinks. There's a hole here to plug in your headphones. In terms of power outlets, right ahead of you there is a USB charging point, and then down in the seat here there's a full plug socket so you can plug in your laptops or any other power devices. Right above our heads, air vents. We love to see it. I hate it when a plane doesn't include air vents, and this Boeing 737 MAX has them, and a light. And finally, the leg room is pretty good here. Bulkhead is in front. If you have big legs, you might struggle a little bit. I think in the seats behind, with a little footrest, you might find more space in the footwells. But for me and my little legs, this will do nicely.
So I've just taken my seat on this Icelandair 737 aircraft, and first impressions are pretty good. I've got this sort of nice, sleek charcoal finish to the cabin, which I really like. The seat feels pretty spacious. I've got a headrest here that I can sort of turn side to side if I want to rest on it. To be honest, it doesn't feel like the most sturdy headrest I've ever had in economy. It feels a little bit flimsy, so you know, it's only a 3-hour flight, so I won't need to sleep for that long, but not the best headrest in the world. In terms of my screen, I've got this nice big IFE in front of me, which again feels very sort of modern touch screen, which is always nice. I've got plenty of leg room down below, so no problems there at all. I've got, you know, your standard storage pocket along with the overhead storage above me. And then up here, I can control the airflow. I can put a reading light on if I want to. The IFE screen also has a built-in socket here that you can use to charge your phone or your camera or anything like that. It also has an audio jack to connect your own headphones in, which is always handy. There isn't another power outlet below as far as I can see. You only have the option of these two little sockets here. The tray table pulls out like so. Just flick it down and you can pull it out like that to make it a little bit bigger. As you can see, it's a decent size, not the biggest in the world, but probably enough to fit a laptop on and your meal when you need to. Okay, so now for the all-important recline test. Let's see how far back this goes. And that's actually not too bad, you know. Decent recline, fairly standard for economy. It feels like nothing Nothing too special, but if you were going to have a nap, that's definitely, I think, what you need to do. But yeah, decent recline, don't mind that at all. I do have a free seat next to me today, and beyond that I have our video producer Izzy, who's making a YouTube debut today, who's going to help us make loads of excellent additions to our video content. So great to have you here, Izzy, she's unfortunately taking up my lovely free row on this Icelandair flight today, which, you know, I think we'll forgive her because she's helping out with a lot of stuff. So what can you do?
In terms of amenities, just a couple of things already in my seat. First of all, this pillow. I think this passes the fluffy test. Liam would call this a fluffy pillow, I think. Very comfortable, nice to keep you comfy and cosy during the flight. And I've just been handed these Icelandair active noise cancellation headsets. They look relatively basic, very comfortable. Don't seem to be cancelling the noise that well right now, but maybe they'll be better once you're playing something through them from the screens. And last but not least, just a little nice touch, a bottle of Iceland water.
So I've just been having another look through the onboard menu, and I've seen that you actually have to buy your own headphones for this flight. They cost €3, but they're only the small, gimmicky, often crappy quality little headphones that you get. And I don't know, I feel like for a flight like this with a fairly reputable carrier, you should be given headphones. You shouldn't have to pay extra for them. Obviously, I would always recommend bringing your own headphones when you're on a flight, but it's just another point where Icelandair probably lose a few marks compared to other carriers that I've flown with.
Here we go, we've all been waiting for it. What was the song again? It's time for the Coolbout Challenge. The Coolbout Challenge is now. Can't believe I remembered that. All the way from Qatar to here. Here we go. Coolbout Challenge. Let's see how long it takes for the crew to come. The blue light is on and the race begins. How long is it going to take? The seconds are counting. Will they be quick? Will they not? They are fast. Hello. I'm alright. Could I get another cup of tea, please?
Tea?
Thank you. I mean, I could see the guy in here. Had it been slow, I would have been watching him take ages, which would have been quite awkward, but actually, no, I'm impressed.
Let's see how long it takes to order a meal with Icelandair. Hello. Could I get the Feed the Viking lamb stew?
Yep.
Thank you. To drink just a glass of water would be great, thanks. Thank you. So that was a pretty damn quick Coolbout challenge if you ask me. It took no time at all to take my order in economy. I've gone for the Feed the Viking lamb stew, which does sound quite Icelandic. It's going to turn me into a Viking apparently, so let's check that out. I'm looking forward to some proper Icelandic food.
And I'm just kicking things off in classic boring me style with a Pepsi Max. I wanted Diet Coke, but it's Pepsi on this flight. It'll do. I'm sure what this is. Like some kind of cheeky biscuits. Delicious, cheesy, crunchy, quackery biscuits. It's already a good start. Okay, so lunch is served, looking quite delicious, and alongside my lunch is this cute, gorgeous Olafsson Icelandic gin. So I'm gonna have a gin and tonic with lunch, why not? I mean, I think wine is the more normal thing to eat, but I couldn't resist this Icelandic vibe. Let's give this a pour. Yeah, keep going. Oh, that's delicious. A taste of Iceland. First of all, love the nice metal branded Icelandair napkin ring. It's the little touches that make this experience premium. Metal cutlery, always important. You know I'm a sucker for branded stuff. Icelandair salt and pepper, and the knives and forks are branded too. Let's give this a go. So the asparagus is crunchy and fresh, slight barbecue char taste to it. I'm gonna dig into the steak now. That lovely char grilled taste. It's actually quite soft and tender for a cold steak. The potato salad is excellent. All in all, for a 1 tray cold service on a 2.5-hour flight, this is pretty great.
So I've just been brought this Feed the Viking lamb mountain meal, which is interesting. I don't think I've ever had something like this on a flight before. It sort of feels, you know, like a hot soup. It cost me €7, so it's not the cheapest thing in the world. It's not free, and it's probably not going to be the most gourmet meal I've ever had on a flight before, but you know, it's a short flight. This should fill me up. Let's see how it is. Wow, look at that. That doesn't look like the most appetizing thing I've ever seen in my life. I have to say, I feel like I've been on a pretty good run with my meals on flights, even in economy, but I'd be lying to you if I said this was particularly nice at all. It's very bitty, but the bits don't really have any flavour. It needs a lot more salt. I'm not gonna lie, it's really not very good at all. I'm hoping this isn't a sign of what's to come for the food in the rest of Iceland, but this does not get good marks from me, I'm sorry.
Last but not least, the panna cotta mango dessert. I'm not sure that's panna cotta actually. It's more of a cheesecake, but that doesn't take away from how delicious it is. It's topped with lovely flakes of coconut, sweet, juicy mango on top. The creamy, supposedly panna cotta, but it's more cheesecakey, and a buttery biscuit base. No soggy bottoms here. Lovely dessert. It's always good to look after your friends, so I thought I'll just make a little gin and tonic and take it to our Liam. Just make sure he's surviving, you know. Mr. Spencer.
Hello.
Guess what I brought you?
What have you brought me?
A little gin and tonic.
Oh, thank you very much.
I felt like you could be cramped in here, thirsty, and so I brought you some of the finest Icelandic gin with Tom.
Well, thank you very much, and I'm not going to lie, this is exactly what I need to wash down one of the worst meals I've ever had in my life.
Oh no!
I don't want to be too brutal, but this tasted like dishwater with bits in.
Dishwater with bits in is how he's describing it, which is not what my meal was like. Is that making it better now?
This is making it much better. This is exactly the tonic that was needed to get rid of that horrible experience.
Well, hopefully the gin makes it better.
So there we go, that was Icelandair from Heathrow to Reykjavik out into the chilly but sunny Icelandic air. It was a pretty unspectacular flight, to be honest. I thought the food was not great at all. The seat was relatively comfy, but the service was fine. It was efficient but not particularly memorable. But overall, a very comfortable experience, and I am now delighted to be in this beautiful country. That was Icelandair.
Wow, we're here, Iceland. What a flight, amazing food. Very comfy seat, not that impressive, but only a short flight. But what really stood out was the service. I wasn't really sure what to expect from the service, and it was brilliant. So friendly, cheeky. I didn't know the Icelandic people had it in them to be cheeky, but they do. There she is, 737 MAX, my first time flying one, and it was a brilliant experience. The sun is setting here in Iceland, and that is Icelandair Saga Business Class on the 737 MAX. Done.